These people are entering a cave system, and it's a via ferrata, so you just follow the cable, and it is above Gap in the Southern Alps. Super Dévoluy. Can never pronounce that. Anyway, even from the furthest car park, it doesn't take long to walk to it, but you really do need to find the right track. So you can see here, it's signposted off that little road, and then you walk up through the woods, and eventually you'll see signs, and probably a lot of people if you go there in the summer afternoon, because it's very popular. And the map is a bit of a crazy one, because you follow this blue line, which is the easy one, and you go round, and then you reach this point where you can choose to either exit, or if you want to do more, there's a difficult section with some ups and downs, and then you rejoin the blue bit and you can head back out. So 2 routes to do, and you have to start off with the blue one, the easier of the 2, and it is quite difficult actually. And when you go down, you notice I'm wearing trousers and a jumper. That's because it's not summer temperatures inside. Apparently it stays the same kind of temperature all year round, which is cool. And this entrance, you see it's a small hole to fit through. This makes a good indication whether you're going to have an easy time or a tough time. If you can fit through this hole, I think you can fit through everything else. Best not to bring a rucksack. It's best just to travel light, and if you do have extra stuff, just hide them up in the woods, you know. Anyway, you come into this first cave bit, and you can see suddenly it gets dark, and the GoPro hates the dark. So this is going to be a short video, and you have to do down via ferrata, which I think is difficult, and if you don't have a good light, you're kind of guessing where your feet are, and it's difficult. It's a bit damp as well. Don't go on in the wet season, or if it's been very wet. You see here, you need to look for your feet with your headlamp, and it's dark. You see my friends all the way down the bottom there. That's Anthony. Yeah, it's dark. You need to bring some good lights here if you want to have an easy time. This is a promotional video with all the caves lit up. This is what I wanted to film like, but we didn't have the budget to buy a light. Just have my stupid little light. Anyway, the next bit you pass through a little hole, and you climb up, pass through another hole. If it's damp, it's okay. And remember, just keep following the cable like that, you don't get lost. And here we are heading down. Nothing is too difficult, but it is pretty weird the first time doing it, especially when it's dark. This is filmed with my phone. You see there's people way up there, and we're down here. And it was pretty busy when we went. Crossing bridge, and then this is us starting the second section, the red section. This is very typical of this via. You kind of struggling to get yourself through little tunnels, and then suddenly you're out into a big room, climbing up stuff. It's kind of pretty inside a cave. I like going in caves. And this just shows it off pretty well. And going through another little hole. It's a fun via. Scraping past rocks and stuff. And there's nothing too difficult, and you really do need to bring some good lights, unless if you don't, it's going to be difficult to see where your feet are. And if you have a few people with you, it's much better, because then they can shine a light at your feet, and then you know what you're doing. So here is the hardest bit, climbing down here. Nothing too crazy if you can see what you're doing. and then back across the bridge, and then taking the exit back to the surface. I swing around and show you the fun small hole. You can either go through feet first or head first, and then up onto the surface. Really good veer. Lots of people doing it in the afternoons. Good atmosphere there. Well worth trying out.